One of the reasons I love football, it's the coaching sport. That have you ever been a fan and you felt helpless? Like the Sixers are rebuilding, but it's going to take like 5 years. And sometimes there's a payoff. The Cubs, it took 4 or 5 years for Theo Epstein to rebuild, and you get a World Series. But a lot of times the rebuild, the Sixers, the Phoenix Suns, the Lakers, there's no guarantees. So this is what football does that no other sport can do. Hockey can't do this. NFL does it. NBA can't. Baseball can't. They can't. Football, for 2 reasons, is the one sport where you can completely turn around a team in 6 months. Number one, it's the coaching sport. You have a playbook designed by a coaching staff. NBA, a lot of it's artistry. A lot of it's one-on-one. A lot of it's pick and roll. Fluid as the game goes. In baseball, you're as good as your pitching that you can afford. Some markets you can't. In hockey, how much talent goalie can you accumulate? In football, it's the coaching sport with that playbook, offensive, defensive. Secondly, there's no guaranteed contracts in the NFL. So you can flip your roster in a year. You can't flip a Major League Baseball. You have to find a trading partner in the NBA. Can somebody afford your contracts in Major League Baseball? In the NFL, there's no guaranteed contracts. You could let go of Tom Brady tomorrow and take a nominal salary cap hit. So what the Rams are doing right now, everybody's like, oh, my God, do you see what? Now, Sean McVay and Les Snead, coach GM, deserve all sorts of credits. Yesterday, the Saints were missing their top 2 corners. They actually outgained the Rams in yards per play. Saints are fine. They're going to go home this week and beat Carolina. They're fine. But the Rams are doing a really cool thing. But what it is, it shows you what the NFL can do and football can do that no other sport can do. You don't have to be hopeless. The Jacksonville Jaguars, hell, they don't even hire a new coach. They don't get a new quarterback. They just bring in a really smart guy, Tom Coughlin, in the front office. Brand new organization. Brand new organization. Bill Parcells, 1-15 Dolphins. They don't even hire him as coach. He's GM, 11-5 in 1 year. From the Jimmy Johnsons to the Bill Parcells. Parcells 4 times, bad to good 1 year. Urban Meyer 4 times, bad to good 1 year. That's why football is utterly amazing. Theo Epstein, you're not turning that thing around in under 4 years. You got to develop your minor league system. You have to raise capital. You have to convince free agents to pick you. You have to wait for players to develop. In the NBA, the Suns, the Sixers, the Jazz, the Lakers, wonderful stories. You pray they don't get hurt. You pray you can afford them with a salary cap. You pray you can get trading partners. What the Rams are doing is what football does better than any sport. The ability to reward you as fans. Boom, in 6 months. Luke Fickell, 6-7 Ohio State. Urban takes over national champs, 12-0. What? An hour. You don't even have to be the quarterback. You don't even have to be the coach. You can be Tom Coughlin in Jacksonville. You don't even have to play. But football gives you that option that no other sport does, and it is a wonderful thing. You pick Jared Goff, you get him the right coach, you sign some free agents on the perimeter, and voila, formulas get a bad rap. Nobody wants to be formulaic, especially artists. I live near Hollywood. Oh, man, nobody wants to be formulaic, man. I'm an individual. I'm an artist, man. I don't want to be part of a formula. But even artists have formulas. You ever notice you listen to your favorite band? I can listen to the Eagles, U2, Tom Petty, The Who. I'm 2 chords in. I'm like, yeah, that's the Eagles. Why? Because even bands have a certain sound. It's a formula. Ever walk in, not to go high-end art dealer here, but you ever go into an art gallery, you can tell a Picasso from a Monet, from a Matisse instantly. Is it because I know art? No, because even artists have formulas and habits and styles. Formula gets a bad name. I'm a fan of formulas. It's why when you go to Starbucks in Seattle and Secaucus, the coffee tastes the same. It's why at McDonald's, Beijing, or Boise, that cheeseburger tastes the same. There is a reason the Pittsburgh Steelers are all over the map. Play great in big games, horrible against bad teams. Because the Pittsburgh Steelers have no formula. They are not a tight, well-oiled system. They are not a buttoned-up, brilliantly coached formula. They have none. They just win based on stars. They are utterly reliant on stars making big plays, and the good news is right now they've got them. How do I know they have no formula? Because they're all over the map week to week. Ask yourself, when's the last time you missed the first quarter of a Patriot game, you turned the TV on, looked at the score and went, what the hell? No, they're always up 14-0. But with the Steelers, you miss the first 12 minutes, you tune in. What the hell? You're trailing to the Packers? You're getting dominated by the Colts? This is why Starbucks, McDonald's, the Patriots give you the same thing every week. And formulas are great for locker rooms. New England never has a problem with their locker room. The Spurs never have a problem with their locker room because players know what to expect driving to work. This is why they've done studies that people who have habits are happier and live longer than people who wake up and make it up as they go. New England has enough talent, but a great formula. Pittsburgh's got great talent and no formula. And that's why New England will and has dominated Pittsburgh. You think formulas say you can't be independent. Artists, bands are independent. Actors are independent. Directors are independent. But every David Lynch movie, Martin Scorsese film, they all have a formula. That's why most of them work.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.